Alright. Like we're all set to continue on. Can't tell if the game is too loud. I feel like the intro screen is much louder than the actual game. I don't want to turn it down because the game volume will be too low then. Yeah, let's just get it moving. Oh, why did it bring back the, Damn it. Let me get that. Brought back the Fallout helmet. There we go. Alright. For anybody that may not have been with us yesterday, the game's pretty good so far. We're not really doing the whole space thing just yet. We still gotta fix the ship that we were so nicely given by way of, involuntary assisted suicide by the person who was supposed to be helping. Oh, the sign's gotta load in. There we go. Alright. I gotta remember what the hell I was doing. At least our guy looks pretty cool. Improvised weapon. I think I needed to break some of these down for parts. Pretty sure. Yeah. Alright. What was I doing? Deliver the message to Adelaide and the deserter. Come back to town because it's cutting the power off. You've learned that power regulators in both Edgewater Cannery and a botanical lab somewhere in the region, but neither can be removed unless power is routed away. Travel to the region's geothermal plant and route the power away from one of the locations. Rio asks you to deliver a message to a woman named Adelaide before you head into the geothermal plant. Geothermal plant has been taken over by Auto Mechanicals. Okay, so that'll just happen on its own. So let's go deliver this to Adelaide. Are we good on ammo? Yeah, we're okay on ammo. Alright. Your loading screen tip could be here. Contact Spacer's choice for affordable marketing options. God. They even marketed the loading screen. But yeah, I got more mag picks now. I wonder if it would be wise for me to go down here and see if I can do anything with them.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Certain captain's identification cartridge to initiate remote landing. Oh, okay. There's a bin around here that required a bunch. Mag picks. I know there's a guard guarding that station. I could probably hack into that station too. Don't know if I have reason to. Yeah, I'd have to hack in. And there's a technician there looking at me. What about the vending machine? When I have the thing that lets me buy the restricted stock on the vending machine. Ag picks. And the bypass. I feel like I may need the ammo. Alright. I feel like that's not a good slogan. Not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Well, aren't you basically saying that you're not the best? Why would you... I mean, I guess I appreciate the honesty, but why would you do that? Could I just be fast traveling? Is that what I need to be doing here? I could just be fast traveling. Alright. Now's where I may run into contact with more enemies, because I didn't go up this hill. See anybody. Dead guy. I don't remember coming up here, though. Huh. How fast, son? My insistence on getting all of these that I can find, it's going to eventually lead to me having way more than I'll ever need. Not yet, though. Not yet. Cool. Minor loot. Like nobody around here.
stranger. We don't want any trouble.
George Romero, what?
I don't
That's
know
great.
you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Hey, Graham, what's going on? Haha cat. That what that's called? Looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got
Think it's out right now.
ourselves one
Oh,
of those.
man. Hate to hear that. Reed said something about former workers living out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves.
100.2 fever
We're
and
gonna
wife
start
tested positive for
wandering
COVID.
around
Oh,
like
man.
Know that I got my sights on you.
You think you might have it too, then? Well, I hope y'all end up all right. A test that showed negative. I wonder what you got then. Toggle history. I wasn't looking. Okay. Wouldn't happen to know anything about a geothermal plant here.
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
You and me both. I'm trying to figure out how to repair my ship. You think it's because you got tested too early? Is that even a thing? Like, if you've already got symptoms, that doesn't make any sense. You can't have symptoms and have the test not show it. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Still thinking you have it? Well, just remember there were diseases before COVID. It could very easily be any of those. Could always go looking for her.
I go looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around a gun.
Ah,
Hence my dilemma.
well, that makes it easy if I want to take over, huh? Maybe the marauders took her.
Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skills far as I could tell.
Any chance you could point me somewhere specific, not just out there?
Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing.
Possibly food, but
Gotta
no
come
idea,
from
honestly.
somewhere.
Yeah. It's tough to say. All you really have to know is you're sick. If they don't think it's COVID, they don't need to really do any treatment. If it gets worse, then, obviously go back and get a second opinion, but... Man, I hate that. That sucks.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her
Can't
town.
afford another test until
Can't
Thursday.
imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Unless Marauders got to her, then parts of her could be in a lot of places.
Could do without the gallows humor.
Okay, and what about Adelaide? $155 every time you go? Wow, that does not even sound worth it.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
You gonna let me walk by? Yep, she's gonna let me by. Oh, this is fancy.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty. If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
I'll see what my work says after tonight, but wanted to give you alert. If you're being tested for COVID and you still have any kind of suspicion that you might have it, I don't see how your work would even let you go in. Like, pretty much everywhere I know of, if you're even under suspicion of having it, they like force you to stay out. Okay. You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Or does everything possible to force you to work, but I'm alert while resting. All right, well, I appreciate the alert. Yeah, I just started too, so like this is only my second day playing this game, so I'm really just now, I'm basically like the tutorial area, so. If you have time to watch any, you can see some of the early parts of it. Let's see, Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
This is serious. I'm about to cut off your power.
You're doing this for Reed? Why?
My reasons are my own.
If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
A hero to you, maybe.
A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
What do you have against people trying to make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
I guess you have a point.
So, what do you say? Divert power over to us. Shut down that abominable cannery for good.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Personal space, huh?
Something you need?
Mentioned something earlier I want to ask you
mean
about.
About the mission being too clean?
Aren't you allowed in Moreau's store anymore?
There was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12.
Did you steal from it or something?
Not intentionally. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing, and next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of 0G rolling out the front door and into the road.
Chuckle.
It's not funny.
It is funny.
Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of 0G?
Go on.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
You said the mission was too clean. Isn't a church supposed to be?
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
It's an ideal, not what we live in, but what we strive for.
It just comes off cold to me, is all.
Okay. Alright, so the geothermal plant is that way. Anything of interest around here? Compost bin. What they got going on here?
If you're hungry, Stefan's got some.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
This guy?
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Everybody wants me to talk to Stefan. I don't really appreciate them giving the same one-liner to all these characters.
If you're hungry,
Every
Stefan's
one of
got
them.
supplies.
And not the best touch for them to all be giving me the same one-liner.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Okay, then.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Pretty bad. Never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple of pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
You mentioned 2. What about the 3rd?
I wish I knew. I wager the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the 3rd's gone, I can't say.
Your lucky day, I've already got one.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1 from the community center.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Alright. Can I use this? Do I need to use it? And tinker this. Raise the damage a good bit. Does a ton of damage now. This just goes into the other side of that same building, right? Wonder who that other person is they wanted me to talk to. Stefan? All just generic people, they all tell me the same line. Or is this Stefan? That must be you.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
Let's see what you got.
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Skill kit increases ranged weapon skills. How does it have a diamond though? I don't see anything weird about it. Oh, I didn't even see the glowy gun up here. What's this? Fiber? Uses heavy ammo for some heavy damage. Like a 6-shooter, but with 5. For some reason, the heavy ammo is restricted. Kinematic field projection. Huh. That seems real good.
Something I can help you with?
Told one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
What happened the day she disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found.
Okay, tell me about her.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
What's that about surprising her?
The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Okay. So... check the shack where Zoe beds down for any hints where she might have gone. Kept the journal, which should be in her quarters. Page 18. Good news, I'm alive, starting to feel a little better too. There's a group of deserters living out in the old botanical labs. Found a way to grow some food, or something that passes for food. Adelaide boiled a pot of something green and leafy, told me to drink it twice a day for my symptoms. Tastes atrocious, but I've been feeling better. Nice to be away from the cannery. The labs have just enough power to run an ether wave. I've been catching up on my serial dramas. Mass Marketeer, what would I do without you? Go crazy, most likely. Crack up, murder all my neighbors, and run screaming into the hills like some wild marauder. I don't know. That doesn't sound too bad. I can see myself leading a cadre of marauders. A band of bandits. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Band of bandits. What should we call ourselves? The Formidable 14, the 100 Hooligans, featuring Zoe Bandit Queen? Oh lord, did she go off to be a marauder? That's it. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams, and would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back at this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the Veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much adrenochrome. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of adrenochrome and suddenly you're committing larceny. Well, man, you know, maybe you are. That it? Those. Why do you stare at me? Wander around or something. You don't have to watch. Page 22. But today's the day, Zoe. Today is the day you take your destiny into your own hands. And listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires. Probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me. Living a life of comfort and ease free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple weeks if I ration. Got some adrenochrome too. Everyone loves adrenochrome. Even marauders, right? I got odds those marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes of adrenochrome before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some rhythms. Lovely. Find Zoe. She's a bandit now. Did I tell people?
Something I can help you with?
No. Guess I can't tell people. Or if I can tell the lady up here.
What is it?
Questions
Tell
about
you what I
Zoe.
can.
How well do you know
Well,
her?
enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
You seem so personable. Can't imagine how you didn't get on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Any idea where she might be hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
Snooped around in her room.
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Okay.
What is it?
I can't tell anybody about what I've already found. That's a little strange. Oh, gee.
All together. Down they go. Everyone all right?
Gotta do something about that. That's a little too... Aiming sensitivity. Bring that down. Why? That's still way too high. Why is that high? That's much better. Where are all the bodies?
Here we go. Last one.
Much better. Oh, geez. Whole damn town after me.
That gotta hurt. Whew. We made it.
Damn. I was having trouble killing 1 or 2 before, and now I can kill like 9 or 10 of them with no effort. Get some small burst fire out of this gun.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Wasn't even that far. Yeah, I attracted the whole town to me. Did it say a music box? Nothing about what it sounded made. Music box plays the happy sisty pig when its lid is open. Consider yourself earwormed. Alright then.
That was quick.
Wow, that's a lot of money. A ton of money in that for free. Didn't have to pick the lock at all. Oh. lost him. Well, there's Zoe. Let me level up first. I'm surprised she didn't stop me from doing that or, like, attack me. Alright. I want to get Persuade and Lie up to 40. Let's do that. Now the cower duration will be 10 seconds instead of 3. Trample duration is the same. I don't want to get my lockpicking skill up too. Engineering would be good to level. I get the lockpicking up first. Oh, all chances will be lost. Damn. Man. Alright, let's see. More speed, sprint speed, remaining crit chance, base armor rating, additional ammo and vendors, carrying capacity. I like the carrying capacity, let's do that. I can carry all kinds of shit. I've been selling pretty frequently though, so. Alright, let's talk to her now.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
You sound confused, or possibly unscrewed.
Only thing unscrewed around here is the head of that marauder you took down. Never seen moves like that outside my serial dramas. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Why'd you leave camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find but a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse? I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
How are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
There was something else.
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Oh wow, 62 intimidate to make her go back. Wow. I've been seeing 5s and 10s and 15s. I think there was 135 or something for engineering, and now all of a sudden a 62. How do you even get 62 at this point unless you've just been jamming points into it as hard as possible? Anyway, Persuade, you should go back. People are worried.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
Stefan's planning to surprise you with an episode of your favorite serial.
Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of The Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Okay. Small box for 2 lockpicks.
Easy done.
All right. Oh. Landmines. Why are these landmines so damned obvious? I think the idea is that you don't want me to see them, right? Lots of stuff. Light assault rifle. Okay. Oop. I was about to learn firsthand how those things work. Like the auto mechanicals might actually be more dangerous than I was thinking. If only judging by the fact that there's so many dead ones around here. Right around all these landmines, too. No. That was done here, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I missed any buildings. Get in this one. No. No, I didn't miss anything. Not over there, though. It looks like some kind of tower. Oh, that's just Edgewater. You can just see it from way over here. That's the way I came here? I don't think it is. Nah.
Got it? Inside voices.
Pretty strange with looting the music box and it making the noise. Playing the little jingle. Seeing the indication of anything being around here. I feel like I've already been. I've already been here. Everything's empty and the doors are open. Yeah, I've clearly been here. Guess I'll just hit it from the other direction. Let's take me back to the botanical lab. I should talk to her.
What is it?
Talk Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with a band of marauders. They hadn't heard her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Okay.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
Okay.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
Alright, well, that's another side quest done. Go check on this back at Edgewater. Holy shit, let me hit the fast travel. Are you serious? That little thing magnetically attaching is kind of annoying. The cannery. Wouldn't be on the top one. Vending machine where? Oh, this one over here. Allows a 6 times zoom scope to the weapon. Well, too expensive for me, but it looks good. Light machine gun. I tried that already. Also known as the ammo burner. All in the other building. From the office of Reed Thompson, symptoms of infection have now reached a critical mass. I've instructed our staff to transform the domicile into a sick house. Plague is a reality of life on the frontier, and the spaces we're expected to face up to reality. The reality is we don't carry enough medicine to treat all of you. Okay.
Nice.
There's nobody in here to see me steal this, alright? Maybe I should. I won't pick that up, though. I work at the last one, babe. I have no idea. It's probably gonna be in the geothermal. That's the geothermal plant? I suppose so. Let's go there. Ah, so that's what this big building is over here. Now, I kind of figured that. Already cleared some of this area, right? See something moving around over there. What are you? Leather boa. Didn't light up red when I did that. There's somebody over there. A bat drone. Oh, there's gonna be robots. Auto mechanical, whatever.
wanted to poke around in here.
How do you intend for us to do so? Presently, we have to find a way in. Other robots don't seem to have any way to hear. And they didn't hear any of that. That's a barrel of some kind. That probably alerts all of them if I do that. Okay. Is that all of them? Best I can tell it is. There are a lot of things around here. Like these robots really did go rogue. I'm gonna have so many of those, I'm not gonna know what to do with them. I get the ammo. Being able to sell to these vending machines means that my carrying capacity really doesn't matter that much. Plus, I get to scrap things while I'm out here. Like, yeah, it does not matter at all. Bolter. The bolter pistol. Make you feel like a big shot who can fire a big shot. Okay. I don't know what that red effect is. Maybe I should keep that one. I don't know what that is. Equip her with I have another pristine one of these. It's not the one I have on. No, it's not. I have another pristine assault rifle. Give her that. Alright, let's go in here. Oh, this might be a big place. It's got a load screen just for this area.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
I highly doubt we're doing the right thing. This is going to be bad for one side or the other, no matter what. And I think that's intended. You're playing this like it's Doom Eternal over here. Just jump around. Around. Action packed and shit. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was gonna do that. Let me set up my Healy thingy. Also, eat a skin tone cell. Let's try the ladder first. Nothing in here. Hackable door. Terminal. Unlock office door. Door unlocked. Root. Messages. Front spacer's choice. To J. Braden. Get it together. First is an informal notification of our company's displeasure towards management of the Emerald Vale Geothermal Plant for reasons related to exceeding your staff budget in your latest quarterly report. Please select 5 subordinates to be dismissed immediately. Additionally, please contact our office to schedule your official reprimand at your earliest convenience. Failure to schedule your official reprimand will result in an official reprimand. That sounds eerily realistic. I'm Braden. To the esteemed members of the Emerald Vale Development and Oversight Committee, I hope this letter finds you wealthy. After due consideration of your last letter, I've identified and terminated no fewer than 5 subordinates who were unable to provide sufficient justification for their ongoing employment. I'd like to remind the Oversight Committee that while most of Emerald Vale has failed to meet its production and output quotas, particularly our agriculture and fishing canning departments, neither of which are anywhere close to profitable, the Emerald Vale Geothermal Plant remains committed to providing cheap, cost-efficient power to the entire region. Okay. We've investigated claims made against the profitability of the greater Emerald Vale region. Our offices agree with you. Agriculture and fishing and canning have experienced a steady decline, while the geothermal plant remains somewhat profitable. Our offices are currently investigating ways to implement additional cost-saving measures, which will ultimately lead to a leaner, more streamlined, more efficient geothermal power plant. Please be informed that the Spacer's Choice Development and Oversight Office has taken a significant insurance policy against the geothermal plant. The office would like to assure you that this insurance policy is a standard procedure. Do not attempt to interpret, understand, or otherwise extrapolate meaning from this decision. As a special courtesy, we deployed a proprietary team of engineering specialists to the geothermal plant. The team of specialists has been instructed to refit and upgrade the plant's populations of auto mechanicals free of charge. And I suppose kill everybody here, right? But it looks like kill everybody here. Gotcha.
Easy.
They didn't mention the kill everybody here part. I'll put that part in for them. This door is now open. Not that it had any right to be closed, I guess. That seems to be where I need to go. Is there anywhere else to go first? Optional, geothermal security chief's card. I would need 70 lockpicking to be able to break in. Essentially, I just need his card. Wonder if I missed it in that room back there. I'll go back and check.
Great work.
Unlock door. Facilities in state of lockdown. Authorization passcode required. Passcode Spacer Thompson. Accepted. Welcome, R. Thompson. How did I know that? Personal files. He was working on some logic module I confiscated. It should be in my lockaway room for the foreseeable future. Okay. Huh. Typical. Mechanical's gone crazy. Locked myself down here. Yep. Oh. Yeah, that was pretty. Oh, that door opened. Was that open before? I don't suppose. Okay, not the phone. That one's locked. Not that I give a shit.
Not even a scratch.
I'm getting so much stuff. Increase the amount of ammunition the magazine carries. Oh, that might be nice. Door over here.
That's the last of them.
Easy enough. What is that? I don't know if I should just be throwing switches for stuff I have no clue about, but that did something. Out of stock vending machine.
Get away!
What?
No, 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 just leave me alone.
Where are you?
No, 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 just leave me alone. You're not real. You're not real.
How do I get to this person talking?
Go away, Phantom.
definitely real.
No, just leave me alone.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Pick the door.
Nicely done.
Can't turn off that machine. But I can climb a ladder and avoid the steam altogether. Workbench. There's something sitting here? Yeah. Top action. Unisaw. Go with this side. Oh shit, there's it. Okay.
Not a peep from me.
Nice one. That's the last of them.
I don't know what I'm powering up, and I feel like I probably shouldn't be powering it up without knowing what it is. Ah, engineering shut off steam release. Cool. There's a lot of stuff in that one. A body with more stuff. So much stuff. Suppose I'll use this and repair my gear real quick. Not really all that broken. I don't feel like I really need to repair them. Well, armor. Not really that broken either. Okay, well, I'm pretty good at keeping this stuff from breaking.
You're not real. You're not real.
Sure, I'm not. Yeah, if the guy wasn't talking, I probably wouldn't be going down there.
No, just leave me alone.
Dude.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot, scram.
I wasn't trying to startle you. Most people don't see me coming.
Most people? But I'm the only one left. No. Remember your first rule, Higgins. No arguing with the Phantoms. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
You're not imagining me.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Oh yeah, that's a normal name. Totally normal. How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Uh-huh. What exactly do you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
I've been surviving all this time.
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
Place looks like it's been abandoned for a while. What happened?
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
How could this have happened?
You mean, why did the mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it.
Right.
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
You mentioned being an engineer.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
You worked on the mechanicals, you must know a way to stop them.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Right. 70 law skill? Holy shit. What do they expect me to do? Put every point I've ever had in it? Or you can help me and I won't feed you to the sprats.
Ironic deaths are the worst. You made your point. I'll help you. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Mechanicals follow the behavior of the logic module. Someone tampered with it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Any idea where I can find a logic module?
Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module.
Okay. Oh, there's that mechanical engineering thing. Of course he'd have it down here. I didn't miss anything over there. This is where it came from, right? I don't think this is where I needed to be. I have its passcode now. I didn't have that before. Riot control armor. They had a lot of money. I did not see that the first time. Repair bay. Access log 12. Corporate to send a team of technicians to conduct a complete refit of all our mechanicals, every sentry and drone. Not my place to say so, but this is run contrary to the Spacer's Choice mission of being as cheap as possible. Just in case I'm audited, I would like to formally express how grateful I am to be a part of the Spacer's Choice family. Blah, blah, blah. Repair log 20. Just finished a routine maintenance on our mechanical sentries, found some strange modifications to their logic modules. I haven't had time to run a diagnosis, so I don't know what's been modified. All I know is that these modifications were introduced in our recent refit. Company went through the trouble of refitting every single mechanical in the plant not long ago. Guess this was the work of those visiting technicians. I filed a report, but my supervisor told me not to worry about it. Said the company knew what it was doing, ordered me to forget any alleged modifications to the logic modules. Decided to do a bit of sleuthing by my own self. Got my hands on a logic module, time to do a little experimentation. So either he caused them all to go ape shit and kill everybody, or they did and he was close to finding out and they killed him. Either one. Somehow or another, they were reprogrammed to kill everybody. Ordered a copy of the Young Space's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. I think it's volume 3. I need something to read down in the pit. Okay, well that was the hint for that. He was already found it. Automechanical control terminal. Modify behavior. Guard mode. Targets intruders. Select new mode. Mandated to remain in guard mode. Any attempt to alter the setting is punishable by company law. Your infraction has been noted in your permanent record. See Higgins. Please see your supervisor to schedule a reprimand. Select new target. Mandated to target intruders. Blah, blah, blah. Define intruders. All persons or entities not identified as property of Space's choice. Would you like to modify the definition of intruders? Define intruders as Space's choice auto mechanicals. Modify definitions successfully forwarded to security. Please allow some time to process and remove all recently defined intruders. Now they are shooting each other. Effective. They are now simply programmed to kill each other. And not me, notably. That's important. There was something else. That one room that was hard to get into. I wonder if I can get into it now with that pass card. Optional geothermal security chief's key card. I've got to find his key card then. Made a mad dash for the control room. I wonder if that's where the key card is. I didn't go this way, did I? That's going out. Also going out? Yeah. Keycard has to be in that control room then. Surely I just missed it somewhere. What in the world? What's that I caught on? Oh, I guess it was that. Okay. I missed something in here? Ah. Geothermal security chief's key card. And a light machine. I did miss it. Oh, that's what I get for not looking around thoroughly. I was too enthralled by them shooting each other. Which, mind you, they've done a pretty good job. On me. What's up, hand? Where this was. Ah. I'm getting used to the layout. Ah, here we go. Aha! Silver tongue kit. Increases your dialogue and leadership skills. Well, hell yeah! Toughened, bit cartridge, weapon parts, arena time, corrupted logic module. Adreno, mag picks. Adreno. What is Adreno time anyway? I haven't actually even looked at what that does. Movement speed, melee weapon attack speed. Crashes to give -1 attributes and minus walk speed. Alright. Now for the reason I came in the first place. Or should I wait on that? I should wait on that, because I want to go turn in the quest first. Yeah. I need to go back to the landing pad and deliver the logic module. I need to turn the quest in first. Actually, can I fast travel from here, or do I have to be outside? Can't fast travel from here. Okay, gotta go out. Because I think I am going to divert the power away from Edgewater. So I don't want to piss Edgewater off and not be able to turn that quest in. That would be unfortunate. There's an enemy in the area somewhere. Another robot.
Okay, keep it quiet.
Down they go! That's the last of them.
Oh, there was a back door. Interesting. Yeah, this rifle is insane. A basic rifle is just very insane. Does all kinds of damage. Okay.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Found one in the geothermal plant.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple of bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Okay. Cool. I just gained a reputation level? Would that say I was? Revering. They're friendly to this faction. Best employee ever. Deserves a big bonus and a promotion. Well, they're not gonna like it when I screw them over in a minute here. What's this? Cock stick. This is way better than a normal stun baton. Alright, now let's go back and screw them over. Okay, well that doesn't work. Let's go around the other way. I wonder if there's a way to turn that mess off. Probably in here. Armed security fences. Few recent logs. All security laws have been terminated in the event of a major emergency, catastrophic event, or security breach. Plasma rifle, hold up. Oh. Cool. Might be worth looking into using, especially considering how much energy ammo I have. Maybe I have to go ahead and equip it in one of my slots here. Energy weapons can charge up for a bigger attack. Oh, okay. Arrives triggered. Why is that? Why are you triggered? Game disconnected on floor at 14 out of 16 for darkening of Tristram. Don't feel like starting over. Got to do all floors in one go. Oh, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright. Time to screw over the town. Oh, yeah, there may still be enemies about. They were killing each other, but I don't know if they'll still try and kill me. Thing hiding in here? Yep. Guy with some stuff. Oh, I guess there aren't any enemies around. Use terminal. Master control terminal. Plant status. Geothermal plant operating at 22% efficiency. Being distributed to Edgewater Saltuna Cannery Botanical Laboratory. Structural damage detected. Redirect power. Safety failures detected. High likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Power redirection function has failed. Manual override required. Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. Okay, well, I activated 2. Where is the other one? Is that what the quest markers changed to? Is the other one? Hard door. Can't get in that way. Okay, that hurt. How do I get over it? Down this way? Yeah. Oh, it's in that room the whole time, huh? Oh shit.
Don't mess with us.
Okay. Well, they mostly killed each other. There was just one left standing. Pipe though, made my 54th house payment today. 1 more month and house is 100% paid off and in my name. Well, that's very nice. Excellent. Okay. Not where I'm supposed to go. Oh, that drone got dusted. Electro rod. Unbar this door. Flip the switch.
The last.
Anything else down here?
Once we do this, there's no going back.
Will she talk to me about it or not?
Where are we headed?
Thomas seemed very fond of you. Yeah, that is true.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
I've not lately seen a man with a bigger or more obvious crush.
I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Okay. Well, she doesn't have any relevant thing to say about what's actually happening here, so let's...
Hey, mister?
Oh.
Look, I know you
Now
want
she
a
does.
power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion. That's what I was trying to do in the first place.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
The deserters are a community. I can't just destroy what they built.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's Plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
Reed tells me Edgewater's gonna die without workers of power.
Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
I see your point.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
See, I mean, I'm glad that they had her give her input, because I was trying to get her input before doing this. And I was going to be really disappointed if they didn't have her talk to me. Yes, typical guy, she's pouring her guts out, and I'm talking. I'm just like, damn, you fine, girl. Okay, so she's talked me into it. I was originally going to cut the power off for Edgewater, but why's her input so important? Well, I mean, she just changed my mind. Like, after really thinking about it, yeah, the deserter lady is kind of just being a spiteful bitch. Even though she is trying to break free of, like, the corporate chains or whatever and getting away from the sickly town, she is being a spiteful bitch. And she doesn't come off as a spiteful bitch when you talk to her. But if you stop and really think about it, that's really what she is. The guy running the business seems like he's just on the straight and narrow running the business. He's not trying to hide his actions or anything. He's doing what he thinks he should be doing. I'm actually, I had done this a minute ago. I went back and turned in a quest because I don't know if this is going to make one side or the other hostile. So I'm going to go back and turn in the other quest since I've changed my mind on which side I was going to have. All actions have consequences. This depends on your point of view. Yeah, honestly, there isn't really a right answer here. You're going to screw one or the other over. And I was originally going to screw over the corporate town because, you know, stick it to the man and all that crap. You know, they do treat their workers like crap. They treat them like property. They basically are property. And it is nice to have, you know, the town out in the hills that's broken free of all that. But it does seem like the one leading that town is doing it out of pure spite and just like saying, haha, see, look what I can do. Like, check that out. I can be self-sufficient. Fuck you guys. And the fact that I think the developers knew that that's what most people were going to gravitate towards was, you know, helping out the lady out in the random town out there. Because that's probably why they had Parvati jump in and say, hey, I don't think you should do... That was what she led with. I don't think you should turn off the power to Edgewater. She knew I was going to do that. That's actually really good writing. Like, they programmed it to know that that's what I was originally going to do. That's what most people's conclusion probably would have been. Alright, well, let me turn in this one quest before I do this, because I don't know if these guys are going to hostile to me.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Yes, I found two
No
of them.
kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part2 found it in the cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
Starters are now revealing. Hold on, I've got more for you.
Don't keep me in suspense.
Part 3, someone stashed it away inside the geothermal plant.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found.
This guy's voice is annoying. He deserves death. His voice comes off as condescending. No, his attitude is exactly the opposite of condescending. Okay. Now that I've done that. So, my reputation with both the towns is revering in both. 100% positive with them, 81% positive with them, which makes me think I might have missed a side quest. But I think 100% positive with them is saying this is as far as my reputation as can ever go with them. I think I've done all their side quests. So hopefully they won't turn hostile after I do this, because I'm gonna go cut their power off. Alright. Just in case I want to save scum for whatever reason and change my mind again, because, you know, I seem to be good enough at changing my mind, I am going to save right here. Redirect power. Redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Continue. Redirect power to Edgewater. Botanical Laboratory power regulator is now safe to remove. Altoona Cannery power regulator is now operating at optimal capacity. Notice, blatant disregard for Spacer's Choice property has been logged. Please report yourself to your designated supervisor for an immediate reprimand. Thank you for serving Spacer's Choice family. Permanent power failure detected in Botanical Laboratory. I leveled up. Retrieve the power regulator. Alright, so I want to get these stats up higher. Let's see, let's get the tinkering cost reduction. Let's get science to 40. Put the rest in this, and then I can boost these two to 40 next time. Still not ranking up my guns. Honestly, I'm killing pretty fine right now. Alright, let's have a gun out, because I don't know what I'm about to run into. Convince the deserters to return. They don't really have much choice anymore now, do they? Oh, I didn't know you could get in here. Everything's purged. Purging complete. 2 files available. Chaos everywhere. Mechanicals gone haywire. Gunfire. Hearing some screams. Oh, law. I think that was someone leg. Would like to leave early for the day. Please deduct delinquency fee from my pay. Thank you. Proud to be a member of Space's Choice family. All in lowercase. Yeah, his head ain't there. I don't think he got to leave early. Wait, where's the thing? Freeze the power regulator. Is that also in their camp? Well, let's find out. I'm still able to fast travel there, so let's do it. If they start shooting, oh well. Yep. All their power's off. And they're all standing around the campfire. Well, that's fun. Yeah, don't mind if I go get your, thing first. Let me just, yeah, let me just go get that. Ah.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Reed needs his people back.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
What happened to you? All this anger had to come from somewhere.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Okay, well, so it was a purely personal reason. You're being unreasonable. Come back to Edgewater.
As long as Reed is still in Edgewater, I will not return. Those are my terms.
I don't think Reed's the bad guy here. Want to do something about it? You can do something about it. But I'm taking this. See ya.
What happened? Sprat fell into a transformer again? I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
There's nothing left for you here. It's time to go back to Edgewater.
The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again.
Why not?
Edgewater's not just a town to Adelaide. It's a symbol of everything that's wrong with this colony. A big, heartless machine of metal and gears grinding workers down to dust. We're the closest thing Adelaide's got to a family. We go back to Edgewater, she's gonna feel betrayed.
Leave Adelaide behind then. Edgewater needs you back.
You better be sure about this. We go back to Edgewater without Adelaide, she's never coming back.
I'm sure it's time you went back. Let her stay here.
Yeah, you're right. And I suspect Reed's learned his lesson by now. Might even be willing to talk terms with us. Hey, Thomas, gather up your personals and we'll go talk to Reed together.
This is all happening so fast. Give me a little time to give this place a proper goodbye, yeah? Edgewater could use another mechanic. I'm not sure if I'm ready to step into that role, but I'm willing to try my best.
If you see Reed, let him know we're coming back.
Don't see why Thomas can't just get the generator up and running. Something I can help you with?
Yeah, they don't look terribly happy.
This was a nice family, you know, while it lasted.
Okay. I don't particularly feel bad about that.
How do you expect me to enjoy the adventures of the masked marketeer with no power?
I really don't feel like Reed's done anything wrong here to deserve to be dealt with or whatever. Adelaide's just being a spiteful bitch. Like, yeah, her son didn't need to die, but you know, everything she's doing is just out of personal revenge. And I'm not the conduit of her personal revenge. Alright. I'm against personal revenge until it's me who wants the revenge. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, there are other factors to consider. There are more people here. Both towns will fail eventually if nothing is done. So one or the other has to go. So in this case, I'm only losing out on Adelaide. I guess I could also try and deal with Reed, but who knows how many people that would get rid of. You know, I don't know if just Reed would be the only one to go, and then I'm putting, you know, Revenge Monger in his place. How much better is that really gonna be? The other option, to get rid of this town, how many of them would really be willing to go out there and join up with where the deserters were? Plus, this town has some form of corporate support. May not be the best thing in the world, but they have something.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Adelaide won't come back to town, but her followers will.
That's good enough for me. Adelaide and I have a history. Was unlikely she'd ever come back. But hope springs eternal. We are in your debt. I am authorizing you for a discount on all official Spacer's Choice products, courtesy of the people of Edgewater.
Wait, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
By all means.
Someone named Grace was guarding Adelaide's camp. Do you know the name?
I do. Grace Romero, wasn't it? Brusque, truculent, never seemed to care much for cannery work.
She's wasted on the cannery. You should think about making her a guard.
Protecting a camp from marauders is no small task. I'll see to fitting her out in a guard's uniform.
You have your workers back. What happens now?
This whole fiasco is not one I am keen on repeating. I was too hard on my own workers. I pushed them to their breaking point.
Good for you.
With more hands at the cannery, I expect productivity will rise. I expect we'll grow. And I expect I can ask corporate to send us some more medicine. We'll survive, one way or another.
See? That seems like that was the good choice. That feels like that was the good choice. It doesn't seem like on paper that you'd want to support, you know, the corporate side, but you got to look at it a little more than that, right? Yeah, that seemed like the right choice. And yeah, discount. How much XP did that give me? A lot. 20-something thousand? Like half a level. You're helping them by helping the corporation. That corporation supports the whole community, right? It doesn't do the best job of it, but it does do something. Those deserters had no support. Alright, so nothing left for it but to go back to my ship. So I have a discount now, so I should probably make some kind of use of that, right? What is this? Wanted poster. Rid of execution effective immediately for Guillaume and Trin. Former Spacer's Choice Associate Mechanic terminated from his position and escorted from Edgewater on grounds of unauthorized use of Adrena time. Wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company workers in good standing, theft and unauthorized use of medical supplies. Generous bounty, payment on delivery. Must be able to sign your own name. See Constable Reyes for details. I think I might have... This is the side quests I missed right here, where these little wanted posters, I think. Effective immediately for Bert Cotton. Former vicar stationed in Edgewater Vicarage, no longer in good standing with Halcyon Branch Order of Scientific Inquiry, at large and dangerous. Wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company workers in good standing, sedition, and unauthorized use of medical supplies. Maybelle Burgess. Former physician condemned on charges of dereliction of duty, disappeared with 2 parcels of Adrena time. Wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company workers in good standing, vandalism, and unlicensed practice of medicine on seditious criminals. Okay.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
This is probably the side quest I missed.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
That's a strange promotion, but okay. If you need help with your Marauder problem, I'm for hire.
As a Spacer's Choice Constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Okay, I've got some questions about that.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Does the name Phineas Wells mean anything to you?
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. It looks like there's a bounty on his head.
You're correct. An outstanding bounty has been posted for information pertaining to the whereabouts of Phineas V. Wells.
Oh man, I can turn in the guy that saved me from the tube. That's kind of fucked. Okay.
Something to report? As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Who do you work for, Spacer's Choice or Edgewater?
If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serves Spacer's Choice.
What does Spacer's Choice answer to?
Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, also known as the Board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this.
So you're basically a bureaucrat.
Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. The bureaucracy is a noble profession, but not all of us are gifted enough to serve in it.
There's one other thing.
Something to report?
Or there was, but it doesn't appear to let me talk about it. Oh wait, these are the ones from... Okay.
If it ain't the Starship Inspector, here's hoping Edgewater's up to your standards.
East Terminal. County records. It says. Okay. Alright, so I do have a little bit of hunting to do
A
first.
friend of mine died a couple weeks back.
Go kill some marauders. You call your dog Phineas?
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens here.
Reopen trouble tickets. AG serial or AG loader failure on startup. Steps to reproduce. Turn on engine. Try it again. Try it again. Kick the loader. Curse injured toes. I have to enter a minimum of 8 steps. Try it again. It makes a rattling noise. Oh lord. Followed by topsoil. Failure of main cannery production line and heat process. Steps to reproduce. Start up production line according to schedule something or another. Observe processing of cans. Follow first batch to heat processing. 1 or more loud popping noises. Smoke, smell of burned salt tuna. Overheat klaxon on monitor 6. Flames jet from exhaust ports. Automatic shutdown. That's why she was talking to Reed in the first place. And then another trouble ticket. Issue has been open for 0 days. Damn mechanicals. Priority automatically reset to low by executive level admin rule applied by Thompson. Reason, trouble ticket filed by Miller L. Steps to reproduce. Look northwise. I said look northwise, blasted useless translator. Near scrap pile. Could be northeast from town, I guess. Observe mechanical, clanking about all menacing like. See it. It's right there. Oh, man. That's fucking great. Love it. Wait, is that a... Oh, yeah, I can get some power armor right here, right? Totally. I can just pick that up.
Hey, that's... I mean, if you need it. Okay.
I can take her stuff because it's in her building. It's not theft. It's not theft if I'm taking her stuff. He's following. Is this her house? Kind of a mess.
hungry, I could open up a can of something.
Taking her money, too. Yeah, I'm just gonna help myself to everything you own. Thanks.
My dad's... It's an office. Just my office. Nice.
Enter a keyword for a record search. And last search. Indumati, searching 2 records. First entry. Indumati left Edgewater. She's been reassigned to Terra 1. I kissed her goodbye at the platform, asked if I'd ever see her again. We both know the answer is no. Look up and think of me as I'll look up and think of you. Transcript, note from Indumati. Robert, they wouldn't let me keep her, but I know you'll raise her with love, perhaps more than I would make time for her. You're patient and present in a way I'm not. Company said she has no name until you give her one. Her name is Parvati. They tell me her birthday will be set on the date she's legally delivered to you. She was actually born on July 7. Make her feel special when I can. She liked it when I sang to her. It was the only time she stopped crying. Well, okay then. Alright, and that's how you find the, there are multiple ways to find that engineering guide that I've already found all the pieces of.
Oh, you like flowers? I can't find many kinds around here.
Just leave bypass hunts everywhere. Had to break out my grandma's quilt. Big old heavy blanket gets put up till this time of year. I hate the cold weather. I got a heater going on my feet. I keep taking my feet in and out from it.
If you need to go, I'll wait outside.
Nah, I'm just looking to see if I can steal anything.
I don't like coming out here. People on the streets.
Alright, I've now looted your house. All of your valuables are mine. Alright, let's go find these outlaws. Antibiotics. Have some of those plug-in oil heaters for the back rooms I'm in. Also have central heat, but I keep the vent closed in this room because of the headache thing. Still can't understand that. I believe you, I just don't understand. I've got my central heat going, but it's only keeping it so warm in here because I've got a giant sliding glass door next to me. Thing says there are enemies right here. Are they in this building? Oh.
That was clean. Here they come! Don't mess with us.
They were right there anyway. What's in here? Spacious Toys, Saltuna Marketing Division. Unlock second story balcony door. Balcony unlocked. Messages. Stu Thompson. Rome Marketing Division. Just wanted to check up on new Saltuna Light project. Been brainstorming some new taglines for the product line. From Thompson. Appreciate your hard work and on behalf of our beloved brand of Saltuna. This received a response from corporate. They're not interested in your idea of a light version of the Saltuna brand because we'd rather not compete with ourselves. But they are interested in the idea of lighter Saltuna. Effective immediately, we've been instructed to use heavier weighted cans so we can pack them with less Saltuna, thereby saving bits to every can. This is exactly the kind of breakthrough our cannery needs. In fact, our logistics department has just confirmed my request to have you transferred from marketing division to the cannery. Can you imagine, Lawrence? You'll be rubbing elbows with your fellow workers on the canning line, filling each slightly heavier can with slightly less Saltuna, hour after hour, day after day. This is a great and tremendous honor for you and for me. Effective immediately, your position in our marketing division has been terminated. I expect you to report to our foreman tomorrow morning. Your uniform will be deducted from your pay. Good God. I have never seen such an eviscerating piece of writing. Oh my God. Just ripped that dude completely the hell apart. I mean, you see what happened to his house after that. Don't like letting fireplace run all night in the living room unattended? Yeah, you really should not do that. You should never do that. Don't understand it either. I constantly check the filters and vents to see if they're dirty, but they're not. Assume it's just a dry heat. I guess it's possible. I would, that's the first thing I would assume too, is that the filters were dirty. I had to unlock this. So there has to be something up here since I had to unlock it. This is the real money right here, isn't it? And it's not. It was something. Alright, so these people are all in different directions. How did I miss this one? I was here. I killed everybody over here. The other two were just out in the wilderness somewhere. I never would have found them. I don't. I'm not going to burn this house down. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? The one night you, after you pay your house off, you decide to celebrate and just leave the heat running and burn the whole thing down? Bruh, not funny. Well, I mean, there's a simple solution if you don't want that to come through. Don't leave the damn heat running. You know what I need? A grenade launcher. I need grenades. I have no grenades. There's no way for me to get grenades. Looks like I have a really good vantage point for this thing. Ah, and they're gonna get on the roof for me and make it easy to hit.
Here we go. Nice hit. Nice one.
All right, took out the target.
Everyone all right?
I have insurance and I don't. The central and oil heat stays on because they have safety turn off things if they tip or get too hot. Fireplace is a daytime thing where we're all in the living. As it should be. I'm gonna say there was one guy charging me. Marauder encampment discovered. Bernie Cotton's finger. Hey, instead of taking ears from these guys, I take their fingers. That's bounty hunting for you. Wood's actually kind of pricey too. I can't just go burn the limbs from all the pine trees around here. Gotta buy dried firewood. Yeah, it seems like a wise decision. What space do I have? Oh, I'm running out. I need to sell. I ain't landmines hiding around here, are there? Doesn't appear so. Speed grip. Silver tongue kit. Good, I'll have multiple of those. Pine has a lot of sticky sap that smells good but gunks up everything. Definitely shouldn't burn it in a fireplace or resin, whatever it's called. Yeah, pine resin. Alright, because of the issue of wanting to be able to loot, let's go back to... I never actually used a vendor, so I didn't sell anything. So let's go sell things. Plasma cutter looks like a halo sword with a handle. I was thinking a lightsaber, but okay. Yeah, I might have to make a character in this game that uses melee weapons just to get a plasma cutter and try and be a Jedi.
Had your rations yet?
Spacer's Choice, the brand of choice for spacers on a budget. Music to my ears.
Alright, let's sell the junk. Man, I got a lot of money now. Holy shit. And a 52% discount? What? Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Alright, let's sell some of these guns. Have plenty of extra spare guns. I'm keeping the shovel. I don't know if I need it for something. Heavy machine gun. Hunting rifle. How much does my assault rifle hit for per bullet? 28? I think I want to keep the hunting rifle. Put a big ass scope on it. Let's get rid of the melee weapon mods. I do not find need for them. Increase your carrying capacity. Okay, that's nice. Handle does look like a lightsaber now that you mentioned. I was looking at the blade, lightsaber plus halo sword, which I can move somewhere and just help everyone to get permanent discounts though. Taking a lot of life though. I'm not up for that for a discount. If I do have a soul, the one thing going for it is I've never killed. Got to keep that trap card in case I need it. That's when people least expect it. Bam! Shoot them in the head. Changes the weapon's damage type to N-ray. It's incredibly expensive, so I imagine that must be powerful. I don't know what N-ray does. Okay, well, I got a bunch of money. And over half of my inventory is clear and ready. So let's go. So one of the guys was up here. Let's go back to the community center and walk from there. Oh, I didn't actually check my character's reputation after that. Yeah, I got 14% negative from the deserters, which is funny because now there are no deserters, except for the one lady. Am I going the right way for this? No, I'm going the wrong way off yet. I turn in that road there, I should be going the right way. I don't know how I missed this person. Whoa, wait, what? Why are there marauders here again?
Got 'em all.
Maybe enough time passed for the enemies to respawn? I know I've already cleared this area. Now there's enemies here again. Suppose it makes sense they'd eventually respawn. I just thought for some reason that they wouldn't until I like left the planet or something. Alright, well now I have to keep that in mind. I can't just go running full bore through an area. I have to expect there are enemies there again. This one I've cleared more recently, but it still seems like there are enemies here. Okay, one for Yum.
I'm ready for this. Here they go. Nice hit.
I think I'm getting this all figured out. They even hit me? I think they might have hit me once. They were sure hitting her, though. Her habit of running up in front is actually quite helpful. This is how you assassinate somebody right here. Get right up in his face. Light him the fuck up. Light him the fuck up. The manager. The helmet. Just glasses instead of a helmet. There's this heavy power armor. +5 to heavy weapons, -5 to stealth. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Maybe for her? I don't really care about her stealth ability. Yeah, let's give her that. What's she got for a helmet? One-handed melee. Hacking skills? I think her skills get added to mine, don't they? She doesn't have hacking. Okay. Rather just give her the good helmet then. Alright. That's another finger collected. Hopefully that one was the middle variety. Now the last area is way over here. North of the power plant. Hopefully all those robots haven't respawned. Who pinged me? Somebody has pinged me. It was not. Alright. No robot respawn? Good. Go back across the bridge here. And make my merry way towards this direction. Is it this way, or do I need to go up and around? I'm not sure. I go this way. Yeah, I don't know if jumping up will work. I think I do have to go around. Oh, shit. Error ray. Flat.
We're pretty good at this.
Yeah, so I like the fact that you have a built-in slow-mo thing like that, because it allows them to create enemies that are highly evasive, like these birds. Because you have a tool to fight that. And it's very limited. If you don't specialize in the slowdown thing, you can't use it for very long. Oh, the explorer in me has gotten to me. I gotta see what's out here now. Oh shit. Aim cannon. Okay, it's more marauders. How is the marauder more likely to see me than that guy? I didn't finish him. I used some shit beat at him by her. He eats his carrots. What do you mean he eats his carrot? What? You lost me. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Tim. carrots is supposed to help eyesight. Oh no, I mean, like, I'm glad that they included the time slowdown thing. Like, in universe, it's because you were cryogenically suspended for so long that, like, the perception of time is different for you. But, like, they put it in there as a game mechanic. They put it in the slow time thing they put in because there are some enemies that are just so fast that there's no way you'd ever be able to fight them normally. Like, you wouldn't be able to hit them. Yeah, carrots do help your eyesight. That is true. Great, I got hiccups. Son of a bitch. Let me get a drink. You know what else helps your eyesight? Not staring at a damn screen for 8 to 10 hours a day. Do I listen to that advice? No. That's why I'm wearing glasses. Gotta be something of value over here, yeah? Steamed carrots are pretty good. Yeah, I like carrots. That? Walking on some armor parts. Up the building. Any merit to hopping up the building? I don't think so. Something's running. What's running? I feel like almost everyone stares at the screen the majority of the day, be it TV, phone, computer, whatever. I mean, yeah, nowadays they do. You're right. I actually start to get kind of headache and cross-eyed and all that if I look at my phone for too long, or if I look at, like, my fiance's phone for too long, because it's right in my face. Like, at least I keep some distance from the TV and from the computer screen, right? I don't know why I do, but I have glasses. Also have small cataracts in my left eye. I'm too scared to get the laser surgery. My left eyesight's crap. I think it's my right eye that I have problems with. Not sure though. I didn't actually ask. Sealed. Or sealed. Unseal it somehow. Is there another way in the building? There's a door. Therefore, there's some way to get what's inside the door. There's something in the door, clearly. How do I open the door? Maybe that's why I can climb up everything and get on that roof. That's how you get in there. Also about screens, yeah, phone's the only screen I hold, keep like 6 inches from my face. Everything else is at least a few feet. Yeah, the phones are way worse because of that. Gotta be a way to get in here. Like, they wouldn't have an interactable door that's sealed if there wasn't some way to get in here. But how? Can't jump on this? Nope. Ah, you can't. I thought you might could do the side jump or whatever when you turn. So if I could use the dash, if I could use the forward dash, I could probably make that jump. That's the trick there. You got to be able to use the forward dash that I can't. Still doesn't seem to be a certain way that gets me up there though. No. Damn it. I don't think I can get up there. What the actual fudge? Sorry for off topic again. Someone keeps taking my vanilla cokes and supposedly I'm the only one in the house who likes them. Therefore, they're a waste of money. I wish I could get easy access to vanilla coke. I can't get it that often. Not very many places around here that even have it. My store doesn't have it, and I asked them if they could deliver it, and they say it's not on the list. So need to try asking them again, but who knows how that'll work out. Let's go up here and do the objective I was actually trying to do. Wait, where was the way up there? Was it even over here? Yeah, it's right here. Who the fuck's taking my shit? Detective time. Guess I got lucky. The store up the road sells 12 packs of it. I know where I can go to get it, but it would be way out of my way. Oh, the lookout went back inside. Oh, came back out. Dealt with that one for free. That's me and my DU live wire. I know exactly where it is, but that 7-Eleven is way across town. See, I have that at my store. All right. What was I doing? I guess I could get the forward dodge if I really cared that much, but I bet that's going to be wrong when I do that, of course. I want to raise my sneak and lockpick to 40 so I get more bits in containers and I can steal from humans while sneaking. Also gets my hack to 50. Now, if I put another point in it, it won't raise anything past 50. So the way this works is you put it in a category and it puts a point in all of the things in the category until they hit 50. Any point past 50, you have to manually put 1 point into that. So now adding a point to stealth will only give me sneak and lockpick and not hack because I already have it at 50. Alright, so I want to also raise up my persuade and lie and all that. I want to get that up. I'm going to do 3 points in that. I'm going to do 3 in my ranged weapons. Yes, also get a perk. I need 5 perks to get the rank 2 perks. What's total max if it slows down individually at 50? If it's 100 for all skills, that's a lot of leveling. Yeah, I mean, but feasibly, you're not going to have 100 in all skills, right? Like, you're going to specialize. I don't think they want you to get 100 in all skills. I imagine eventually you could, but they probably don't want you to. Sprint speed seems good. Armor base rating. Yeah, I think the sprint speed. I think just being able to get around faster is better. Probably would have been better to have that earlier on, but it's also not bad to pick up now. I'm gonna keep that save. Had Skyrim's broken system in mind and you maxed out everything. Yeah. But Skyrim's also the game where you can increase the area of effect of your abilities by like 145 trillion% on an item with some kind of crazy exploit shit, and you can Fusro die literally everybody in the world simultaneously and kill all of them. So, you know, Skyrim's not really the best example of balance. Person in the cave? Not standing where the marker is. Yeah, they're in the cave. Alchemy enchant exploit. I had a wooden spoon that did 99999 damage. Well, I mean, they have to come out this way, so...
Okay, here we go.
That also means it's hard for me to shoot because she's running into me.
That's the last of them.
Alright, not bad. Blood on stick. So sharp that it cut some letters out of its own name. Seems like a really shitty weapon, though, is it? Oh, it's mostly broken. That's why. Kind of like that in Skyrim, though. That allows you to use lower level items that look cooler as endgame. Can basically max out any armor or weapon you like the look of. That's true to an extent. But in a game that you play most of the time in first person, I don't see the point. It's also why I'm not worried. Like, I have a really cool looking armor right now, but why is he holding his gun like that? But you never see it unless I'm in this menu, right? So I don't really care if it looks cool. Like in Fallout 4, when you were talking to somebody, it would show your character while you were talking. It doesn't do that here. Model spaceship. Don't shatter my fashion illusions I have for in-game RPGs. If you want fashion, Skyrim is not the correct game. Alright, now I can turn that quest in. I didn't actually pull my gun out that time. That's strange. Normally my gun's out every time I transition into another zone.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that.
Where do I go? Oh, over here.
Wish we had some better rations.
3 middle fingers for you.
Something to report?
That Kingdoms of Amalur game's pretty fun. I fell in love with it when I failed a quest because a troll randomly got into town and killed my quest giver, which wasn't scripted, just random. Yeah, it's nice to have some randomness involved.
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me?
What if I took all their fingers?
Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. I was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here.
Damn.
Got any more fingers for me?
That's a lot of signatures.
Mabel Burgess. Age 37. Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork. Here we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all 3. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
What's this? Junior Deputy Constable?
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers.
Oh, I'm a
that it's
deputy
not
now.
Proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
How did so many of your people end up marauders?
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
That doesn't really answer my question.
Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
Marauders seem to like Adrenatime.
Everybody likes Adrenatime. It is the finest medical drug ever developed by Spacer's Choice. Much better than that crap anti-Cleo pedals. Sure, a little too much Adrenatime can bring out the violent animal in you, but if overdosing on Adrenatime turns you into a lunatic, you have only yourself to blame. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of Adrenatime.
Okay. Did that quest get me to 100% liked by them? Because if so, that pretty much tells me that that was all the quests. It did. Okay, so I'm 100% liked by both, so I think I did all the side quests here. Pretty sure.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Let me hit this vendor one more time since I have such a massive discount here.
Heard something outside the walls today.
That sprint speed is very noticeable.
Not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice. Music to my ears.
I have a lot of money. Okay, I need to buy anything. Probably just more ammo. And of course, any mag victory. Always seem to have mag picks and bypass shuns. I'm never going to run out of those. Right? Alright, let's go back to the ship. I think that is the next step here. Alright. Back in the ship. That was a weird way of loading it light, but alright. Take it.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back,
Hey, Jedi, what's going on?
Sinking feeling. I've worked on the occasional supply coach in need of repairs. Once I built a little model craft out of spare parts, but Mr. Thompson found out and I had to take it apart. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
How much notice you were on with Outer Worlds? How are you liking it? No, it's been pretty good so far. There's little tiny minor great details that are not even really worth mentioning, but other than that, it's been pretty damn funny. Like, it's my kind of humor too, so that definitely helps. And it still feels close enough to the Fallout series that I can tell the inspiration is there. Alright, what's she saying? Are you sure Reed won't mind you leaving with?
I know. Mr. Thompson said I was to chaperone you about the Veil. Loan me out to you like I was Spacer's choice property. Well, they may think I am, but I'm not. Yeah, Mr. Thompson's got a temper. But I'm more scared of missing out than I am of him. I don't want to lose my one chance at seeing the stars.
Like, why would you want to just go into space with a stranger?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Edgewater was on the verge of collapse before you showed up. You sent them power, and now the town might see another season. You didn't know those deserters a thing, but you helped them anyway. Made sure they had a home to come back to. You ain't exactly a stranger anymore. You done some kindness hereabouts. I wouldn't mind following somebody like that.
But yeah, I just started Outer Worlds yesterday, so this is only the second stream of it. I think I'm about 7 hours in now. Dogs are tripping over a possum. You really want out of Edgewater that badly?
Yeah, I really do. My whole life's been small. I realized that when you walked into town. I've been seeing the same faces every day, the same sky, the same stars. Then I saw this ship. This gorgeous, stately lady with her eyes turned skyward, and I made up my mind to come along with you.
All right. Come on
Yes.
then.
I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
He seems a little too excited about having a captain. Oh, Captain, my captain. Wait, oh yeah, I forgot I put him on. It kind of startled me. I forgot I told him to get on board the ship.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Wait, why do I have to hack into this? I own this. It's on my ship.
Clever.
And whatever. Really good story. The dialogue is well thought of. Just didn't care much for the combat system much.
I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Don't like the fact that there's those Woods Nation part down the road. Always see critters a lot. Didn't care for the combat system. Why do you say that? What did you not like about the combat system? Other than like the backdash and the slow time thing, I don't really see that much different from Fallout. I mean, you know, maybe there's more that I haven't gotten to yet. And the slow time thing I did in Fallout anyway, because I just made myself immune to drug addiction, and just every time there was a hard fight, I would just use slow time on the drugs. Dude, you messed my head up a little. I didn't see you send that latest comment and wondered how my phone autocorrected what I said in the combat system. I was so confused for a few seconds. Yeah, I was talking to Jedi. Surely you can see Jedi typing in the chat, right? I was going to... I don't know if it's a good idea to do this now, since it looks like I'm about to move on to possibly stronger equipment. But I was going to modify this, one of these hunting rifles. I think I should repair one first. And not repair the hunting rifle. Doesn't send 100. Oh, well, okay. Install mod. I can't put the 6x scope on. Didn't I have a 6x scope? Can I not put that on this? Saw this message right when it's sent. I didn't register it sent. That's the confusion. Yeah, if I can't use a 6x scope on it, then I don't want it. Lots. Did I not get the 6x scope? I thought I had one. Oh, damn it. Okay. Well, in that case, I don't really need them. Let's just... I don't need the assault rifle either. Just didn't care much for the weapon selection, more or less. Well, I guess that's fair. I mean, so far, this assault rifle has been the only good gun I've had. Like, the pistol is crap. I haven't even used the plasma rifle, so I can't speak to that. The shot cannon was okay, but it felt a little weak. Every other gun I've used has been complete garbage. But this assault rifle is, like, broken as hell. Like, it is very, very powerful. Making the hammering. Talk to the robot.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Don't get me wrong, I really do love the game. Almost done the main story. I've already started the first DLC. I mainly display it for the story and the laughs. Fair enough. I like the combat, actually. But, I mean, I understand to each their own. I do want to know how many different kinds of guns there are, and I do want to find some other guns that I like. That assault rifle can't be the only thing I use forever. Sucks about the shotgun sucking. That's my go-to in shooters and a fave. Yeah, that shotgun, the shotgun I had was complete ass. It was so bad. Unless I snuck up on somebody and put it like up against their back and just blasted them in the back, it didn't do anything. I haven't gotten the DLC. I probably should. I feel like I'm enjoying the game enough to know that the DLC is going to be something I'm going to want to play. But I held off on it. Power regulator. Honk. Ticket to anywhere. Trophy earned. It's...
What can I do for you, Captain?
I think when you level up, you start getting some better weapons. Can't remember. It's been a while.
All
Install the
systems are
power
operating
regulators.
within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Okay, let's go. Maybe your low gun skill at the time affected it. Maybe it gets better. I don't know. I'll hope so. Like you said, just using an assault rifle the whole time would be lame. No, just the way the guns felt. I mean, yeah, the low gun skill was part of it. I did have it on hard to start with, and that was probably part of it, but still. Been playing tons of Borderlands games for a few months. Need to get back to this game. I have not played Borderlands 3. I've played the other ones. Against all odds, the Unreliable takes flight.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good, I've been waiting to hear from it.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Why do I need a nav key to land on a planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
What's stopping me from just leaving Halcyon altogether?
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the Hope.
About this Gladys person, how do I know I can trust her?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly.
You tested me for insanity? I think you failed. Fine, I'll have a word with her.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
You mentioned this thing has limitations.
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
People actually fall for this? It seems far-fetched.
Ha 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 ha! The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected. Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. They won't focus on you.
All right. What level am I? 8,
I'll
I think?
contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Okay, have you gone to another planet yet? I think I was just about to, but I haven't yet. I think that's what this leads into. I might be wrong about that. Yeah, see, this is the first I'm seeing this menu. So I was just, where was I? I guess Terra 2 is where I was. Okay. How are these getting filled up again? Didn't I just loot them?
Remember, items in the hold may shift during takeoffs and landings.
What does your quest say to go? Talk to the lady in the groundbreaker. Lattice on the groundbreaker. Also retrieve the holographic shroud. Anyway. Damn it. Edgewater sign. Adelaide's deserters dreamed of an independent life without board oversight. You taught them an important lesson. Never dream. Oh. I'm an asshole. Holographic shroud. Checks of disguise on Union companions gives you access to restricted areas provided you have the correct ID cartridge. They're off limits to unauthorized personnel and will otherwise result in being attacked on site. The groundbreaker is your destination? Yeah. That's where, what's her name is? Lattice. I was actually about to be done for the night though, because I'm going on 3.5 hours now, and I've done a lot. Gotta say, I've done a lot. So I mean, I hate to dip right when you get here. Kind of feel bad about that one, but you know how it is. Got work in the AEM and all that. Thought it was funny your drop pod lands on the ship's captain. Yeah. I mean, he says it all. He says, you know, the guy was supposed to plant the beacon and then walk away. But he missed the walk away part. He's not supposed to stand there waving the beacon. That's how you get a drop pod to squish you. I'm more surprised that there were any parts of the body left. I mean, you'd think something falling from space slamming into somebody would probably send the body parts so far off into the distance. Isn't there like an idle camera? There is. Oh, cool. You get a little panoramic view looking thing. That's kind of neat. All right. Well, that'll do it for tonight. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Let's see. Today's Monday. Tomorrow, I might have some stuff going on. I don't think we're going to have the stream tomorrow. Keep playing the game. It gets better as you go on. Oh, I think it's pretty good already to me. I mean, I haven't really seen it. Like I said, the only things that I've had problems with have been very minor. Like, let's see. The deserters all give you the same one-liner when you get there. There's no variation. There's no, you know, unique identity for them. They're all just generic NPC with one line of text. That's kind of annoying. That's just lack of attention to detail, right? That's not a huge deal. The difficulty seems to drop drastically when you get a companion. Like, I had it on hard difficulty and I was dying to just literally anything looking at me in my general direction, and then I was doing all the side quests first before progressing the main quest, and I didn't have the companion for a while, and so I dropped the difficulty, and then I got the companion, and now everything seems kind of too easy. That's also about the same time I got the assault rifle too, and everything just seems way too easy now. So I don't know if maybe I should put the difficulty back on hard or what. I don't know if I should do that or not. So that's another thing. But then again, that, like I said, that's a completely just minor gripe. That's nothing big at all. Yeah, that's nothing. Nothing that would make my opinion of the game drop in the slightest. But it's been great so far. So, you know, it is. The onus is not for it to get better. The onus is for it to not get worse. If that makes sense, right? It just needs to not get worse. If it stays this good the whole way through, then excellent. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, it's been good. Anyway, but like I was saying, tomorrow I've got some stuff going on. Do not think I will be able to make the stream. There is a fairly good chance I'm going to be receiving work calls during the time I would be streaming, so I do not want to have to interrupt the stream with that. So we're going to be back on Saturday, and it's just going to be this. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday next week. It's going to be this. Or we're not deviating. We're gonna keep going until we're done going. Gonna brave the final frontier. Anyway, thanks again everybody for stopping by tonight. Hope you guys have a good night. Hope to see you on Saturday.